Today I'm going to be doing a bunch of smoking, and I'm smoking these venison hams. I've also got some turkey legs I'm going to put in there because I like my smoker really nice and full when I run it for the day. So what I'd like to describe to you here is how to make smoked venison hams, which is different than making like a pork ham. You can actually make a true ham out of these venison hindquarters also. That involves soaking it in a brine of salt and sugar and pickling spices and cloves and so forth for like 4 days and all that. That would make a true ham. That's the way they do it with pork, but that's not what I'm going to do here. A lot of people call the hindquarters of deer a venison ham when you take it off of the deer like I have here. And as you can see, this is a deer that my wife shot, and it was a small deer, about 120-pound deer or less. And so what I've done is I've taken the majority, all the good meat off the hindquarters, and I just deboned it. So I've got about a 6-pound piece of meat all together right here, and I've trimmed the fat off of it and so forth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to salt this down and season it, and then I'm going to put it in the smoker, and we're going to talk about that as we go along. But there's a lot of different ways that you can get this salted down good. You know, you can do it like I'm just doing right here. You can actually use a injector to inject salt into the meat and so forth. But let me just show you here. I'm pretty generous with the salt. Now I've washed these off good so they're moist, and you can open them up good so you get salt down in there, and really, you know, and work it in good. Get some on the outside here. And this is the way I'm going to put it in the smoker, just like this, because as it gets cooked in the smoker, then this will be the piece of meat, and we can actually even slice this in the slicer. Put salt on this one here too before I go to the seasoning. And as you see, this has got the top round, the bottom round. Everything's all combined in here. It's all in one piece. Okay, now I like to use Johnny's seasoned salt. It's really got a good flavor to it for venison. High Mountain Seasonings make some good venison seasonings too that work for this type of thing. I've used them and had really good success with them. I really like them, but in this case I'm going to try just the Johnny's on these. Okay, and as I'm pretty generous, I'm putting this on pretty heavy, as you can see, and that'll give the outside good flavor, and some of it will soak in good. And then okay, I'm going to go get the smoker ready, and then we'll put these in the smoker and talk a little bit more about the temperature and the length we're going to smoke them and so forth. But these are ready to go in the smoker right now. Okay, I've got my smoker going here. I've got it set on 155 degrees, and that's the internal temperature I want for this venison for it to be complete. I apologize that my garage is a mess, but it's 9 degrees outside, so this is what you get. I'm smoking it in the garage today. So it's set at 155 degrees. I'm going to check it in 4 hours, and I'm expecting that the turkey legs will probably be done in 4 hours, and I'll probably take those out. I don't expect the venison to be done in 4 hours. We'll see as it goes along. I'm expecting it to be quite a bit more than that. But I also will add smoke to it every 2 hours. And I'm using cherry wood chips today. I've done this with apple and hickory and mesquite, and they all work good. I'm just using cherry today. So I will add more chips every 2 hours, and you know, in a minute here, the smoke is just going to be rolling out of this thing, and it'll start smelling really, really good. But so anyway, let's stop back in 4 hours and check it and see how it looks. All right, we're 4 hours in, and it's really smoky, but man, did it smell good when I come in this garage. So I want to give it a check here. Oh wow, it looks good. I've got a tray of water in here so it stays moist keeps steam along with the smoke in here. And I think I'm going to give these turkey legs one more hour, and the venison's going to be at least a couple more hours. And I'm going to bump up the heat maybe to 175 or 180. Wow, it really, man, it smells delicious. All right, I'm going to give another hour on the turkey legs and bump up the heat a little bit, and then give it some more smoke too. Boy, it is really looking good. This will make great sandwich meat. Be great with potatoes and gravy. I think next time I will tie it together with string so it holds together a little bit better. But this has kind of been an experiment for me, and it turned out great. It smells really good, and boy, it's moist and it's got great smoky flavor. Really good. So anyway, give it a try. I ended up smoking this for 4 hours at 155, and then I did it for another 4 hours at 180. And it's very well done all the way through, but not to the point that it's dried out. It's still nice and moist inside. So it's got a great flavor. Give this a try on a venison ham next time. Keep the whole ham together and smoke it just like I've showed you. It's I wish you could. Well, I don't wish you could taste it because you'd be over here beating my door down. So anyway, supper's on.